Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa and we, like every single Civ 6 YouTuber out there, I'm going to immediately be playing a game with one of the new DLCs that have just been released. We've got the Bolivar, Mr. Simon over here, we've got Lady Six Guy, Colombia, and the Mayans. I decided to have a go with Gran Colombia first because these guys look really fun. Because I am incapable of playing a small game, we're going to be playing a huge game with 12 players. I'm going for Deity, online speed, we're going to go for lakes, standard all the way down here. Of course we're putting apocalypse mode on. Let's just see what happens when we do that. These are my settings and here are the seeds if you want to join in. Hooray! So if you haven't seen where this strangely plastic-faced leader comes from, this is the new Frontier Pass that has been released as of today. We've got 2 new civs, a new game mode, and about 5 other installments over the next 12 months of different things coming out. So Ethiopia are coming out soon, we've got new city-states, we've got new, well, bits and pieces that spread across the game. I don't think this counts as like a separate DLC itself, like Gathering Storm. I think it's just adding to Gathering Storm. But yeah, this should be quite fun. I'm looking forward to this. Not because of like any of it, we'll go through his abilities in a second, but there's one particular thing which I don't think people have spotted so far, which is by far the best thing that Gran Colombia can do. And it's got nothing to do with their military power. Oh no. If you didn't know, and I'd be surprised if you didn't, Civ 6 is essentially one giant railway simulator. It's the best thing you can do on Civ 6, is basically build military engineers, go to steam power, and then put railways down everywhere. +1 movement to all units also applies to military engineers. So those military engineers can now, in a single turn, stand on a hill and then put down a railroad. They can even go into a forest or a jungle and then put down a railroad in one turn. That is so quick. We can build railways across our entire empire at lightning speed. Oh, even builders, just the sole act of getting a builder into a forest and then putting a lumber mill in the same turn, or climbing onto a hill and putting a mine in, or a quarry. Do you see what I mean? Like, oh, that +1 movement just from the like civil abilities, from the actual builder, settlers, scouts, all these sort of things. Oh, I am looking forward to that. These Commandant Generals I have no idea about. We're going to just find out how this works, which is definitely a wise decision to make whilst just throwing ourselves at a Deity game. Definitely. Okay, so here we are. We seem to have started with at least 1 coast, which is interesting. We've got at least 1 tile, which gives us +1 culture, which at the beginning of the game's not too bad, but I don't think this is going to count as fresh water, is it? No sirree, it does not. Freshwater is over here, however, so we're just going to use our 3-speed warrior just to go and have a little peek, shall we? I'm not entirely convinced about starting right next to a volcano, but I mean, I could put my settler and then maybe to like get to here. I'd be near a mountain. I'm just thinking of the starting campus. I think actually just staying next to this coast is probably good enough. It's whether the housing is worth it. Absolutely hate starting a city without extra housing. Like it feels really bad. Thing is, I've got lots of 4-tile improvements if I stay there. There's no place for an aqueduct. Oh, if I moved 1 tile this way, I would lose all of these starting turns, but I would have the ability to put an aqueduct in later. Ugh, this is a really weird start. I'm not convinced about this as a start at all, and annoyingly, I could go and have a look up north, but that would be kind of committing. I mean, I could settle on the coffee. Actually, that's not a bad idea. That would give me the immunity and +1 culture for the rest of the game, and it would still give me this 2-tile. You know what? I'm going to gamble on it. We're going to go the other direction. Okay, and we have unlocked a river, which means that I can put an aqueduct to that river. Oh, yes. Oh, Ryan, you genius. Oh. Yeah, sod it. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go for it. But Goto's going to have some issues with housing at the start of the game, so we've got to make sure we get builders in, we've got to make sure we get granaries in, all this sort of thing. But, yeah, sod it. Now, there's going to be lots and lots to explore. We're going to have a quick scout. We don't need to worry about a monument too early because this +1 culture per turn just by sitting on this tile is really good. So I think getting a scout with 4 movement is a really good idea, and then we'll see what we uncover. We're not going to go for religion, I can't be asked. Let's go instead for writing, because that will give us granary, and it will also give us the campus. Colombia are a funny old civ. They seem to be really good military. Why is these sort of units give a sort of fun cavalry upgrade to an era of the game where war is very difficult? So I'm not entirely convinced the cavalry are going to be very useful. As soon as Renaissance Wars go up, yeah, that stage of the game is really, really, really tricky. These great people, however, might be really fun. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. As I say, if promoting a unit means that I can move a unit, upgrade it, and then fire the same turn or attack the same turn, that's really handy. And this, I think, is going to be a totally underused ability. That's +2 gold and +1 production. That's brilliant to keep a military going. And +1 housing. +1 food for every 2 adjacent plantations. Okay. So basically I need to put them near plantations. They also stack with each other. And it looks like I can put them down on plains, hills, grassland, and grassland hills, which is pretty much everywhere. So we might give those a bit of a go. I actually have no clue when they get put down. Mercantilism. Mercantilism is quite far into the game, to be fair. Whereabouts is it? Here. So we're not until the Renaissance era. Alright, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. Farms are going to be the definite thing that we're going to go for. Already the movement speed is just beautiful. This is just on all units. Seems really good to me. Like, I wouldn't say overpowered, but definitely a good attribute this. Because look, you can move onto a hill and then continue moving that same turn. Oh, that's interesting actually. There's a geothermal site. We've got to keep an eye out for geothermal sites. They will mean lots and lots and lots of science. Now, Apocalypse Mode seems to have put us already into Climate Change 1. That's interesting. So this is going to be really, really easy. Comets will strike when we get to Climate Change 7, so we've got to keep an eye on that. I kind of want to see it in a sort of really weird way. I don't know. Just deliberately flood the world and see what happens. Now, should we get a second scout? I kind of want to jump on that settler to start with, although a builder would be quite good to get some farms down in order to get my city a little better. Yep, you know what? Let's go for the build-up. Oh, a new city-state. Kaguna. What does you do? Your builders can now make batty improvements. +1 culture, +1 culture for every adjacent bonus resource and entertainment complex. Increased to +2. Okay, so basically that could be really good for a tourism victory. Any tile that gives you sort of culture improvements is really cool. Oh look, there's a tribal hut. Nice. Yeah, look at my starting culture per turn now. That's nice. We're going to go for a couple of turns of craftsmanship and then we'll use the boost to finish it off, and then we'll go for state workforce in a little bit. In the meantime, this patch has not changed anything in the sense that God King is always what you should get. Always, and we actually have a survey this time. We have a scout. Stick survey on. See what happens. You know what? I actually do want to go towards this river. What's going on here? So we've got pottery. Remind myself of how much a granary is. 130. That's okay. That's not too bad. Move the scout to here. Move you round and we'll pick up the tribal village next turn. There we go. Craftsmanship's pretty much full boost now. So let's go to foreign trade. And we're just going to try and optimize this game as much as we can. 20 gold and a unit. Upgrade. Nice. Always go Alpine. Oh, and then we get to move as well. Oh, that's novel. I like it. So you just find yourself sort of moving through all the flat land. Seems to be lots and lots of space around me, which is good. It's a huge map, so you kind of expect that, which is good. Oh yeah, look at that as a camper spot. Oh, this is definitely the way I'm going to have to go and settle. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So with the builder, who again, don't forget, can move and also finish the farm because he's got 3 movement. Delightful. We can improve the maze, which just seems to be new. That just seems to put some gold on a tile, which is quite cool. I'm not going to complain about that one at all. Very nice indeed. Scout seems to be finding just a peninsula, which is not entirely confident, but there's lots of reefs around. A lot of reefs. That should help to give me some actual science in the game, which is pretty cool. I think I might just jump immediately on a settler. That's not a bad shout. Oh, and foreign trade gets boosted as well. Very nice. Keep on putting farms down. Make sure that our city grows nicely. In fact, actually, what am I going to do with writing? Writing is pretty much done now, so I'll switch over quickly to I kind of need bronze working quite quickly to be able to remove the rainforest around me, so let's go for mining. Feels like a bit of a waste. I could be getting animal husbandry, actually. Yeah, I should probably get that first. I know, but I need to burn the charge of the builder first. Okay, right, no, stick to your guns, Ryan. You were doing a good job. Oh, actually, look at that. That's we've got a lot of geothermal fissures. I'm actually going to have to stick some tacks down now to make sure I forget, actually remember where these brilliant campus sort of spots are, because these are good. Both of those are +4 campuses. That's nice. Gonna get a couple of turns of early Empire just before I switch over to craftsmanship, so I get the boost, because next turn we'll get the third and final tile improvement, which is really, really good. Oh, around the world, advanced tech screeches to a halt as cosmic radiation wreaks havoc. 0 units were destroyed. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so cool. It's so beautiful. It's like the Aurora. Oh, lovely. It's sort of halfway between the Aurora effect and also kind of what migraines look like for me. It's very disconcerting, that. Ugh. Anyway, there goes the farm. There's the craftsmanship boost. Let's quickly just switch back to actual craftsmanship, and then we'll go towards state workforce in a little bit. Actually found another continent now. That's 3 continents we found. Okay, that's an interesting one, that. And Lady Six Guy, who we deliberately put in the game just so we could see how she works. Exchanging capitals. We're actually really, really, really close to her. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I really don't. I guess we'll find out sooner rather than later. It means, though, to be fair, we're going to have to just make sure that we settle kind of towards her quickly and go for that. We just met Hong Kong as well. That's good. Really, a military city-state would have been better to get the settlers out, but that is improved building speed, which does help quite a lot. Okay, this warrior, you need to stop hitting me now. Not very polite. Ooh, tribal hut, a trader unit. Oh, that's totally useless. Okay, maybe that'll be useless in a little bit once I have my next city going. Oh, no, you see the scout is doing really well, but I kind of need to bring at least 1 unit back to come and escort this settler, so I'm going to have to come back now. Oh, lovely. Immediately denouncing me. Good to see that the DLC has not changed anything about that. So here we go. Here's the fun thing. Upgrade to battle cry and then attack after. Haha! Okay, I immediately find a barbarian when I do that, so that's not the best move, but there we go. Now, I think I'm going to have to go and settle towards the Mayans, just to kind of front them off a little bit. Now, again, the settler, remember, moves at 3 tiles per turn, which is very handy, and it looks like we're pretty clear on the way so far. So only a few turns until bronze working when I can actually get the campus in the place that I want it to be. I think the best thing I can do, do I get the granary in? I think I probably should. I just need my capital to grow nicely. Let's get the builder in. Keep the trader for now. We'll have to build a route soon. Oh look, a category 5 hurricane. Oh, lovely. Good to see the game is really, really not going to let up on me. Oh, it just totally got rid of my farm as well. Oh, delightful. It's already started. Now, okay, there's already loyalty pressure coming in from those hills. So I think, yeah, settling in this direction is going to be really important. I might go for here. This feels like an awful place to settle, but the aqueduct to the mountain's quite good, and it means I can immediately pop that campus down for a +4. Yeah, sacrifice housing for now. You know what? Who would be really good at this start? Who would be really, really good with this start? The Mayans. Don't. Should have gone with the other ones. Never mind. Come on, Hurricane. Kill me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Go straight over me. Yes! Oh my god, that is horrific, but 18 tiles gained fertility. What the hell? That's a 4 tile. Oh, that's a 4 tile now. 4 tile. Oh my goodness. It is just like death. Cool. Okay, fine. Right, there's a pantheon. What are we going to do? Breathtaking appeal? That's still an option? I feel like faith is definitely something to be doing this game later on. Now, where does the Soothsayer come in? In Apocalypse mode, a specific support unit can cause the disaster action to be given a random disaster on the hexes near the unit. Doing so destroys the Soothsayer if it's got no more charges. So I do kind of want some faith. The question is, do I have breathtaking tiles around me? Not in Bogota, not around here. Maybe in other places. So it would be a long burner, that one. But not necessarily one that would help me at this precise moment. What else could we get? Fishing boats, but this isn't going to be a particularly fish-heavy map. Pastures is one I do like. The extra culture is very good fun. I could get camps to get this animal husbandry, to get this deer tile working. That's not a bad shout, actually, now that I think about it. Geothermal fissures and volcanic soil. God, I mean, volcanoes are likely to go off quite a lot this game, and I've got geothermal fissure over there. So, I mean, it's possible. I might be able to do that. No, I don't think it's enough. You know what? I'm gonna play the long game here, and we're gonna go for breathtaking appeal. It's not gonna help me particularly at the start, but it will help me later. I think that's a good shout. We'll see if that pays off for me. Come on, keep giving me tiles. Keep giving me improvements. Give it to me. Give it to me. Oh, it kind of did again. Storm Peter's out. 8 more tiles gain fertility. This is the direction we need to go. That is kind of the takeaway message here. Oh my god, 4 food tile. This deer tile is pretty amazing as well. Oh, I've only just built this builder, but I think I'm going to have to, like, get about 5 more. Okay, so we've got this guy. You settle here. It feels really weird to just be settling somewhere with 0 housing, but this city can immediately plop the campus down. This is a +5. Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. So the campus will get sorted in that direction. Okay, oh, we're not quite close enough for the trade route to work, unfortunately. That's annoying. 1, 2. I mean, come on, that must be close. No. Alright, let's do Hong Kong for now. A little bit of extra gold at the beginning of the game is not a bad thing, particularly. 4 turns until we get the campus. Okay, I think one more builder is going to be a pretty good shout, and we'll go for Magnus because I like the Magnus start. Helps me to just get those settlers out early doors. Actually, now Early Empire should be able to go in the next couple of turns, and we'll go for change policies. Let's just immediately jump on builders, or no, production. That'll work well, and then let's go for discipline. So if the barbarians do appear, they're not going to just roll us over. Brazil. Oh, I should have known Brazil would have been around this sort of jungly part. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if we actually make friends with anyone in this game at all. Early Empire. Oh, I do need to get settlers soon. So I'll think about doing that. Oh yes, era score. 5 food tile. It's not bad. Okay, bronze working, you need to just get done quick so I can build that goddamn campus. That'll be nice. And let's just keep exploring in here, see what we find. Oh, again, more campus areas. There's a lot of good science spots around here. Let's go for provision. Nice, that means we can start chucking settlers out pretty quick. Okay, this is good. So in an effort to make friends, what I'm going to do is, for 30 turns, 4 gold. Yeah, you know what, that's not a bad idea. I don't need the early game immunity. Not worth having around. Let's go straight for political philosophy. We've only got to meet 1 more city-state. This builder is just standing fire, ready to go on that rainforest, ready to chop it down. Excellent. We've got all of these things. Campus, that's good. Let's just build a monument in 3 turns. I really want to get jumping on those settlers, but the builders are going to have to build some mines for me before I can do that. Otherwise, it's just not going to work, really, is it? So they will like me because I'm not actually near their capital. I really, really don't like people settling near them. I mean, I may end up settling near you at some point. You know, you don't know that. Right, bronze working. Here we go. This is where the capital will go crazy. Oh no, next turn Magnus will be assigned. We're going to wait 1 turn for that to pop in as we go for animal husbandry quickly. That'll help the builders pop down. Come on, find me 1 more city-state. There we go. Right, rainforest. Badoof. That'll speed that through. Get the campus in. That's a nice +2, but we can get the government plaza in at some point. Yeah, you build that. Okay, we can get 2 more town improvements next turn. Okay, Bogota is going to be good. Once the campus is in, it's going to be settler o'clock. And then, come on, 1 more city-state. That's all we need to find. Animal husbandry. So this actually gives me a little bit more gold. That's very nice at the beginning stages of the game. You come in quickly. Well, boom. Oh, this extra movement is just delightful. I love it. Absolutely fantastic. Right, granary. I think I'm going to just have to build a granary in this like second city, otherwise it's going to be eternally rubbish. Oh, some horses appeared in it though. Oh my god, there's loads of mountains around here. It's a great place to settle. Jump on sailing. I've got a few different bits near me, some fish that can get improved. Quite like the idea of maybe putting a harbour down. I'm not sure at the moment whether we need it, because the lakes map obviously doesn't have huge seas, but you know, still worth it. Oh look, immediately Pedro sticks a goddamn diplomat down here. Damn you, Pedro. Damn you. You know, as much as Bogota needs more food, I'm very tempted to actually just purchase in this tile, because that would be a really good mine. Yeah, you know what? Sod it. I'm going to do it. I need at least one mine in this place. Okay, good. That will help me to put some more settlers out. Oh, we did find another city-state. Lisbon. Nice. Very good. Ironic that Lisbon is next to Brazil. Will we see some reverse colonialization? I'm expecting Portugal to be put into the game. I don't know about you guys, but if I could bet that there's going to be a civ that will appear at some point, Portugal is one of them. It seems like one of those civs that's always around, always quite popular. Yeah, I don't know. Seems like that. Oh look, the Mayans have started doing their thing. Political philosophy is going to jump straight into classical republic because I need that extra housing, because I can't settle near fresh water because I'm an idiot. And let's immediately go for settlers, and for le builders we'll go for +2 influence points because I've already met a couple of city-states. Okay, that's a good combination of bits and pieces. Now, do I build the government plaza now, quickly, or do I wait? I'm just thinking, do I just get the settler out, or do I wait until... You know what? I kind of like the idea of going for the warlords for in this game, so we're going to actually focus on getting some settlers out rather than the other way around. I'm also going to stick, up until we get a little bit of problem, I'm going to stick towards the top because I want to aim towards apprenticeship, so we're going to go for currency to start with. I quite like the idea of getting some industrial hubs down nice and quick this game. Feudalism also would be really good for me because, quite frankly, I already have a lot of farms, so let's go for this. In you come, granary. Wonderful. Okay, this city may be something yet. You never know. Oh my god, have you seen how the science of the Mayans already? 36. Oh, those guys are not messing around. Oh, we plunked right in the middle of this area and gone straight for a normal area, which is really annoying. But we ended up getting a load of era score this turn, which is quite funny, so we're already well on the way to getting a new one. I think we're going to go for 3 inquiry because we're hopefully going to get a couple of libraries down here and there. This city could do with just getting better, so let's get a builder in, and yeah, Bogota's doing its thing. Oh, that's right, our first Commandant General. So abilities, +1 movement to all units. +5 combat strength and +1 movement to land units within 2 tiles. Instantly creates the strongest land combat unit you can build with 1 promotion level. The unit has no resource maintenance cost. Oh wow. Okay, well that's quite interesting. So yeah, he's just makes things better to land units within 2 tiles. That doesn't go away. That's not limited to particular eras of unit. That's just land units. Oh, nice. That might be powerful. Retire. No, I don't want to retire him. You know what? For now, I'm actually just going to use him to, like, go and move about. He seems like he's a great person, so I think... And we'll test this. I'll test this so that you guys don't have to, but I think if he gets attacked by a barbarian, he'll just respawn back into my city, just like a regular great person would. We'll test that, though. I'll let you know pretty quick if I start shouting at the screen, you know that it's gone wrong. I think I will settle in this area here. Just trying to think of like tiles that would be good. I was thinking about, yeah, this aqueduct here. Unfortunately, that farm is just so good. I don't really want to get rid of it, but that's the only place I could build a good aqueduct. But if I do that, so the aqueduct's there, and I've got a city here, and I've got an aqueduct that goes to there, I can have 2 industrial zones. So yeah, this is where I want to settle. Nice and close to my capital, but we can create a bit of an industrial hub by doing that. Oh my god, Brazil has already out-teched the Mayans. Oh, this is going to be a spicy game. Archery in now, games and recreation. We don't need to change anything, but yeah. Let's get this guy down. Quito! Nice to meet you, Quito. I need you to get a builder going for me. I mean, you're going to grow pretty quick, but otherwise you're not the most useful of cities. Maybe I should have built something else. Or somewhere else. Oh my god, look at all these like science spots down here. This is where we need to go. Down in that direction. I'm just kind of settling this way because I know that Brazil and the Mayans are kind of in that direction and I don't want to get surrounded. Oh. Oh yes, that's right. People buy political power. I knew this. Would you give me 3 political power? Yeah, you know what? I'll take that. That's not a bad little deal. Through gold, I should say. I just need to save up this gold for the early stages of the game. And this builder immediately can plop itself in, improve that horse. Nice. I just need a settler. I just need to get settlers everywhere I can. Oh look, and now I can actually get a flipping trade route somewhere. Good. Let's begin that route, get the road built between all of my cities. Oh, I miss Rome on games like this, where there's just so many hills and you're like, oh, damn it. I wish I could just like instantly put those things down. Okay, so slowly does it. The settler will sort of pop out. Might settle here just so I can get this jungle. There's a camper spot here that should have some pretty good adjacency. Well, it gives this one +3. Actually, the Temple of Artemis would be really, really handy. +4 food, +3 housing. In the capital. Oh. Oh, yes. You know what? That would be really good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get away with it, but I've got 13 production, but that would make the capital really, really, really powerful. You know what? Sod it. We're going to do it. We're going to give it a go. Temple of Artemis. Worst comes to worst, I fail, I can just use it to rush through a settler. Let's harvest the food. I want to keep that open for an aqueduct. So Machu Picchu, the Oracle, and the Apanda have all been built, but not the Temple of Artemis. That is one that the computer does seem to struggle a little bit with. I'm not entirely sure why, but I've seen that before. They just don't seem to get on very well with the idea of just putting the camp down and then getting a space that sort of works for them still. God, moving through hills, even the +1 movement, it doesn't really help much. It's still very slow. 3 Great General there is pretty cool. We're just literally wandering around as a recon unit at the moment. And you come, Mr. Builder, run through, immediately put a camp down. Bam! Actually, I've got a few camps now. Maybe I should have gone for the +1 culture and pastures. I knew that was the good thing to do. Never mind. Oh, the Kemmer. Okay, you are not going to like me, my friends. The Kemmer are not going to like me, but Lady Six Guy will. Send delegation. They will be allowed. That's good. And we've got open borders. Good. And then we'll declare friendship. We are aligned. Good. Okay, we've got 1 friend. That's good. Kemmer, they don't accept, but I can get a deal with them pretty quick off the bat. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. All this stuff. Make it more equitable. 2 turns. Okay, that's a good deal. Okay, we're going to make friends with a couple of people. Brazil, I'm not entirely convinced we'll stay friends with. I'm pretty sure they will come and kill me, but I like the idea of... oh, damn it. Yeah, look, production salvaged. Never mind. Means we can rush for a build-up. Oh, that's really annoying. It's worth a try. Worth a try. Sometimes you see a 6 turn something and you're like, you know what? Sod it. Yeah, there you go. Settler. Let's just do it. We've got another settler appearing in 3 turns over there as well. Let's just pop you down. Delightful. And let's... Oh, you see, look. All the faith is coming in now. Nice. Okay, do we go for a campus? I think actually this was the tile I wanted to swap in for the campus. Let's just do it. Get +1, but it gives +3 because of this. Good. Do not approach my lands. You settled near me, my friend. You literally settled near me. Oh, I mean, honestly. Does she really not like that? Oh, disturbed by you settling near one of her cities? No. You settled near me. Arse. That's sort of Civ, isn't it? Yeah, I see how this is. Yeah, early stages of the game, just focus on getting those settlers out. I've got 1 down here, I've got 2 more being built. This is the way you claw yourself back into the game, but also building lots of campuses as well. This is good. This is good. Actually, the feudalism boost must be close now. Oh no, what's this? Appease the gods. The gods have warned us the end of the world is coming. They will grant their followers boons, but we must first prove our fervour. Only the most zealous will be rewarded. The members are competing to see who can get the higher score. Okay. Using the sacrifice adjacent unit action with their soothsayer unit, gaining a score equal to the combat strength of the sacrificed unit. Member soothsayer units can sacrifice adjacent unit action only on friendly units adjacent to active volcanoes. Okay, so if I win, I get a soothsayer unit. I get a random promotion for all present and future soothsayer units, +2 faith per turn. +2 faith per turn. Players who do not place in a tier receive no wards. Okay, cool. This is not what I expected, but I love it. I wonder what happens if we don't appease the gods. I mean, do we get do we get cometed? You know what? Part of me is tempted just to sort of leave it and be like, sorry, what did you say? Didn't hear anything. Just going to continue my land as if nothing had happened and see what happens. Oh, it's tempting, isn't it? Found a lot of city-states down here, though. Okay, this one has been met. Buenos Aires had not been met. Again, the game is making a real effort to sort of put things in a cultural, location around where we are. It's interesting, that. So with the yet not another map pack maps, you can press a button that essentially said, I'm not going to do that, I'm going to put a settler in. You can press a button that sort of makes all civs settle sort of culturally near where they should be, which is interesting, but it's kind of doing that. The Zulu. Oh, now these are the sort of guys that could sacrifice somebody. I just get that feeling. Anyone done it yet? No, nobody has appeased the gods. Now, I can't actually do anything at the moment because I can't get a soothsayer. But you know what, I will try just sacrificing one thing if I can. This warrior, you are lucky, my friend, that you are elsewhere. Just put it that way. So recorded history is now done, which means I need to focus on getting that. Settlers, builders are always going to be good. Let's just get the campus adjacency going. That's 25 science. Oh, you see, everyone is doing well on this map so far. This has been a good map for casual science growth. I'll do that. That'll boost feudalism. So let's head back towards that direction, like so. I've also built up a lot of gold. I'm tempted to do my usual thing of just making sure I buy monuments because, again, it does a lot. It really does help to build up the culture in this game. God, this city has no production whatsoever. Oh, it's terrible. Oh yes, you want to buy my horses? I like that, but I don't like all of this nonsense. None of this one-time deal stuff. I want all of your gold per turn. 6 will do. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Thank you. Finally, we can think about getting Pingala in as well. Somewhere with good science. I think actually this city over here will be pretty good. Once it upgrades and gets into order, it should be absolutely fine, I think. And we've got our 5th city down here on turn 46. We're settling well. We're keeping up with the AI so far, I believe. Yep, same amount of cities as the Mayans. What about the Kama? I've got more cities by far than the Kama, by 2 more. Same as the Zulu. And then 1 more from Brazil. So hey, we're doing good. Actually, if I give you some horses, Brazil, would you give me a book? Make it more equitable. 15 gold per you know what? Never mind. So here we go. There's the 5th city. Here's the 6th city. We're just sort of hedging our bets, really. Settling. This is going to have a good campus somewhere, but I think Aqueduct Industrial Zone. Yeah, Aqueduct Industrial Zone. That'll be quite nice adjacent, so we can get a campus going as well here. Yeah, I'm thinking just of keeping my production nice and high on pretty much everything I can. There's a nice campus district as well. We did end up settling where we wanted to. I do kind of want to send my trade route in the other direction now, though, to make sure that I've got a nice, decent road between all of my cities, because at the moment we feel very long and stringy, and I don't feel like I could move troops around if I got attacked by anyone, but so far, so good. The extra movement you get just from being Colombia. So far, I really, really like that. Really like that, just purely because of the way that you can move settlers around. It's very handy. And finally, whilst this builder reconstructs this farm to make sure that I can build the industrial zones, we will start to put these things in. As I say, the industrial zones are important to get in and right, especially these aqueducts. I really want to have a nice industrial heartland in Bogota, just to really be able to just punch out those settlers. It's really, really important that we get that quickly in. But yeah, so far, I'm enjoying, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm intrigued to see what the other great generals we get are, because at the moment they've been, well, it's basically just a great general with a cool retirement promotion, but he's just sort of jumping around at the moment, being cool. I mean, I play a lot of huge maps, and if genuinely it just means that you always get great generals, I love that. That's an amazing ability, and probably will get used way more than you think, because you just never can guarantee that you actually get goddamn great generals, because the computer just loves building encampments. So guaranteed great generals, really, really good. As you can see, I'm struggling to click the right thing at the moment. That's just nonsense. I'm going to put a monument in this city because, my god, you can't build anything, and you really need to get at least some of these good tiles. That's a 6 yield tile. Why are you not building that, you idiot? Ugh. It's frustrating, but there we go. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton for all of the help you give on Patreon, as well as everybody else who likes and subscribes to the video. Cheers, you help keep me going.